Well, it's a beautiful day in June. What you doing this afternoon? I know there's work to be done, but baby, that don't sound like fun. I'd rather spend my time on you. You say your sick days have all been used.
All right, this is Julie Keck of King is a Fake on assignment from Tello Films, and I am here with the world-renowned actress slash really good dancer Nicole Pacent, and I'm like so nervous I don't even know what to do. I'm so close to her I can see her tooth freckle.
Oh,
which not many people know about. I do.
It's true. We did just have this conversation.
And Nicole is here in Chicago because we are rehearsing I Hate Tommy Finch, a play/web series event that is going to tape in October. And so we're in July right now. We're practicing here in Chicago. So welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
Are you having a good time so far?
Such a good time. And I mean, I, in truth, have not gotten to experience Chicago at all. except for Parlor last night, which was awesome.
At our
so much
fundraiser.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah, at our fundraiser. But we've just been in rehearsals constantly. So actually, Chicago's been great. I may not have experienced any of the actual city, but what we've been doing here has been so much fun.
We told her that there's not actually a lake or a bean or anything like that.
I vaguely remember something like that from when I was here when I was 17, but
Chicago's just a little white room with cameras.
Without windows.
Right. How did you get roped into I Hate Tommy Finch? Because when Kristen came to me and Jessica with the project, she already had you in mind. And so how did that happen?
Well, how it happened really was that we all kind of connected at Dinah because I was in the Battle of the Web series for Anyone But Me.
Okay.
And Shannon was in it as well. Shannon Lee Reeve, who is my co-star. And she was in it for Cowgirl Up, and they incidentally won. But anyway, I was there for Anyone But Me, and I actually I was wearing a bathing suit and a little jean skirt, and for the apple balancing contest, I decided to take off the jean skirt so as to give myself more, like a better balancing situation. And so I thought it would be fun to throw my skirt into the audience. Now, I was throwing it to a friend of mine thinking she would take it and I'd get it back afterwards. That didn't happen. Someone stole your skirt? Yeah, it's never to be seen again. So anyway, I think I tweeted something about it and made a joke, and then I got a tweet from someone I didn't know who said she was in Cowgirl Up and was like, I got a jean skirt for you if you want to meet me tomorrow or something like that. And I was like, oh, hey.
Oh.
So, and it was Shannon. And then
now what has it been like? Because it's a really unique rehearsing schedule. You guys got the script, but you and Shannon both live in LA.
Yeah.
And then the writers and directors are here in Chicago, so we just flew you out for this.
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to go back to LA. How is this feeling for you? It's a very unique rehearsal setup.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first came out here, cheers, everyone, by the way. Where's mine? I know, right? Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't normally drink alone. But you know, it's very funny when we were coming out here initially for this trip. I thought that it was just going to be much more promotion and maybe a reading of the play. I didn't realize we were actually going to go into rehearsals until about a week ago. So that was a little bit jarring for me because I was like, well, you know, it's 3 months away. Am I going to remember the blocking, all of this? And, you know, net, we've just put a ton of time in the past 2 days and taped a bunch of it, so we'll remember it. And this weekend, it really came alive for me after reading, 3 drafts of it and getting used to the characters and getting to know Shannon more. It made it a real thing. So it has been very exciting to be here and is now, I can't wait for October.
Well, so Anyone But Me is about a lesbian couple in high school and their ups and downs.
Yes.
And they're a friend group. Mm-hmm. And then I Hate Tommy Finch is also about these 2 friends.
Yep.
Who are dealing, growing and developing their own personal sexual evolution.
Yeah.
How does so these are 2 gay-themed projects. And this is a very gay-heavy crew, casting crew.
I mean,
queer crew.
So is anyone but me.
I don't know. I can't say.
A little less so,
Yes.
but.
But how does that fit in with your overall vision for your career? Because some people shy away from that kind of thing, and
I am glad you asked this question because not many people do, or any people do. For me personally, I respect whatever anybody does in terms of their own career choices, and going into this, I don't care if you're gay, straight, or otherwise. Your personal life, you make a decision at some point or another how much of it you want to expose, and it can be very difficult because one bad move and you've kind of destroyed things, or at least hurt yourself, and then have to build back up. So the decision to do Anyone But Me, for me, is like a no-brainer, because I saw the and I said Anyone But Me, and then also then into Tommy Finch. No, for real, because I saw the breakdown for Anyone But Me, and I saw writer producer of the L Word. I saw the characters, and I was like, done. All I want to do is be in this, and wrote some like very heartfelt letter to the director, being like, please let me audition. And apparently it was that letter that got me to the audition, because little did I know the submission date had passed.
Ooh,
and
actor tip, go for it.
And she read that letter and obviously knew I was a huge fan of this whole idea and let me audition. So
nice.
Glad she did.
Nice job.
But anyway, going into Tommy Finch, it's the exact same thing. I just kind of felt like, first of all, any project that allows me to work with people that I respect, I mean, as people and as artists, and that's collaborative, that's fun, that I feel like will complement me as an actor, that I can bring, a story that I feel like I can bring alive. That's all that I ask for. I don't care if the characters are gay or not, and I would hope that my fans on either side of that fence wouldn't care, So it was kind of like I heard that someone wanted to write a play for me, and that was pretty much enough, and it was obviously a production company that I really respected, so that was how I got involved. And it doesn't, for me, I guess can I bridge into the personal now?
Go for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So back, I guess it was like almost 2.5 years ago, Anyone But Me, I think, had only released like 4 episodes at that point. And I was doing my first big interview with She Wired. And my producer and director kind of pulled me aside and were like, okay. I remember they called me. It was a 3-way call. They called me and they said, they're almost certainly going to ask if you are gay or what your sexual preference is. We are totally fine with you saying whatever. Because at this point, they had met my previous girlfriend who, we had since broken up, but they knew her quite well, and they knew that I was bi and the whole thing, but they said, we're comfortable with whatever, so you got to do what you feel is right for you. And I really respect them for having taken that stance. But that being said, I knew that this would come up in my career. I've been out to my friends and family since I was 16. So it was something where I kind of thought, one of my purposes in life, or why I think I was put here, is to just be someone who allows other people to be who they are and supports that. And for me not to have totally unapologetically been who I was publicly would have honestly felt so hypocritical to me. I probably couldn't have gone through with it. So
I'm glad you said that. I always think it's funny when in interviews, and this always happens, if someone plays a gay role, the interviewer always has to ask, so are you gay? And I always think that's hilarious, because if you were playing a serial killer, I wouldn't be like,
That's
Nicole,
such a good point.
there's a question on everyone's mind.
You play this way too well. We're terrified.
It's like so. Isn't
We
that
are
what acting is
concerned.
about, by the way?
Amen.
But anyway,
I
don't know. I'm not an actor.
I completely agree. Although I do understand, because it doesn't matter what kind of role, people like to see characters that they can relate to.
Yes.
And I totally understand that. I mean, even I never criticize anybody for like kind of rooting for me or my co-star Rachel or Shannon now in this to be gay because I grew up like really excited that Ani DeFranco was bisexual, and I'm not gonna lie, like
I think Ani DeFranco made me gay. I wasn't before.
She was definitely part of all of that. She came after I came out, but like I mean that was, I can't even go into that. She's my favorite ever, but. Favorite ever? Really? Oh, yeah. We have to have a conversation about this.
What are we talking about this? I am going to give you a couple of quick fire questions. They're called quick bites. I'm going to give you an
quick bites. I like that.
And I'm going to give you an either or, and you're just going to pick one.
Okay.
That's the essence of you. That's the more of an essence. Whichever one. It's essencer.
Okay.
The most essences.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Don't think about it.
This is like.
Ready?
You know,
okay.
I don't even know.
Ready?
Yeah.
Mullet or faux hawk?
Faux hawk.
Roller derby or softball?
Softball.
Rainbow tattoo or rainbow bumper sticker?
Tattoo.
The L word or the real L word?
The former.
You're gonna have to say which one that is.
The L word.
Tegan and Sarah or the Indigo Girls?
Indigo Girls.
U.S. women's soccer team or the USA women's soccer team?
USA women's soccer team.
You got it right!
What if every day starts